Hey, what's up, guys? It's Randall from OddsJam back with you for some Week 8 player props in the NFL. So we're going to jump over to the EV page, take a look, see what's out there. Not a lot right now as I record this video, but there are a couple of plays that I like. So we're going to go ahead and lock these in. We're getting some great value. You can see here on OddsJam, you're able to compare lines, or you're able to look at the odds from Underdog, Thrive. And if you don't have those Prize Picks as well, if you don't have either one of those, Underdog or Thrive, you can check out the links in the description below. Get signed up for those. They offer you a 100% deposit match up to $100. So you can use the tools on OddsJam to help build those entries. If you're looking for a couple, right now it looks like Zach Wilson over 16.5 passing completions is a pretty good bet on Thrive if you wanted to add that in. So a little bonus play there if you have Thrive. But jumping into the two plays that I'm looking at for player props in these NFL games on Sunday, Week 8. Romeo Doubs under 4.5 player receptions, minus 145 on PointsBet. We can see the no Vega odds are minus 154. When we look at the rest of the market, Doubs is minus 145 on PointsBet. Every other book, Caesars minus 189, DraftKings minus 190, BetOnline minus 167. Very sharp book. Pinnacle minus 187. Again, another very sharp book. Average odds here minus 176. So although 145 is pretty juicy, this is something that I am going to lay and run with here in the Packers and Bills game. So Romeo Doubs under 4.5 receptions is play number one. Play number two, probably not the most popular play here. I know that Malik Willis is getting the start, probably going to rely on the run game quite a bit, but Derrick Henry under 22.5 rushing attempts has a ton of value. We're getting plus 102 on Caesars. You can see that the rest of the market has this, juiced to the under, actually, ignoring Underdog here, but BetOnline, DraftKings, and MGM. And so when I look at this, BetOnline being a very sharp book, they're minus 119. We're getting plus 102. Average odds right around minus 118. So I really like this play. Derrick Henry under 22.5 player rushing attempts as well. If you're looking for a couple of other plays, some lower EV bets that are out there, Hunter Henry over 2.5 receptions. There's some value there, plus 120. But when I look at this, the average odds are minus 105, but you got to remember we're factoring in some of these fantasy apps. BetOnline is actually plus 115. So you're not getting a ton of value there at plus 120 if BetOnline was a book you wanted to compare. So I'd probably pass on that particular play. But Singletary here, minus 150 under 3.5 receptions. That looks really good as well. So if you wanted to lock that in, which I think we'll go ahead and we'll make this an official play as well. We'll lock this bet in. Also, Singletary under 3.5, minus 150. Average odds minus 178. BetOnline juiced all the way up to minus 200. Pinnacle sitting at minus 185. So very, very strong play here with Singletary under 3.5 receptions. And then for a bonus play, taking a look on the OddsJam screen, which is completely free to use, going to give you my play of the week. Did not work out well last week. We had the Jaguars in that game against the Giants. Did not get home. But this week, going to go ahead and roll with the Colts. Minus 2.5 is the best number out there. Barstool and Bet Rivers, minus 2.5, minus 115. Like the Colts in this spot, even with Ellinger playing at quarterback. So appreciate you guys tuning in, and let's make some money this week on some player props in the NFL.